So good afternoon. I'm Grant Geary from the Challenger Sales Institute. I'm one of the directors here. In a moment, we will have our first competitor of the top four for the 2026 finals. And they will have a 17-minute round. At 15 minutes, we will knock, and then at 17 minutes, they will be finished. So the first competitor will be in about 3 minutes. If you are streaming downstairs and you can't hear it, if they'd send somebody up, or if you would text me at 405-414-7054 so I can help you with the link. Looks like we already have people watching.
And then my favorite part afterwards is, I don't know why people think I'm mean.
You've seen them in action.
The clip that you sent me, it wasn't,
It must have been,
it wasn't bad.
I tried to.
I mean, the scenario was bad, but
Yeah.
it was like a $22,000.
Autumn's seen him at least for a few times, I think.
The last three, yeah.
Yeah. He can get a little aggressive.
I liked when he threw the picture of the boat.
That was,
He just threw it in the water. He was
they,
like,
in this particular scenario, he had just been served divorce papers right before the appointment. And he had a framed picture of a boat sitting right here. And as soon as the salesperson walked in, and they go, "How are you today?" He goes, "Actually not good. I just got served divorce papers. My wife's taking my boat." He slams the picture. And everybody's like, "Oh, good to hear that." You know? Didn't really know how to respond.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm sorry, are we happy about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, one kid goes, "Well, how's your day go? How's your day going?" He goes, "I just told you how my effing day was going."
Jeremy.
That's a great question. We can try.
A lot of humans.
Yeah, that's
are
right.
real.
And then when the nervous guy comes in.
Yeah.
I gotta sit next to somebody on a plane here soon. I don't want to be that guy that smells the plane up. So
Yeah.
it's me, it's not you. I'll take it away.
Yeah. One year when we were doing this, it was the very first night, Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon, the AC went out.
Oh my God.
And so we had to overnight move everything to Love South into the,
Oh, I thought it was like while the students were in there. I was like, how many pit stains did you see?
Yeah.
so well, I was like sweating. I'm like, usually you run around, it's kind of normal, but yeah.
Yesterday, some kid was done.
Oh, God.
So funny.
Come in.
Hi,
How you doing?
Dale. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Bill Brown.
I'm Cole. I'm a sales rep with Loves. I'm directly under Jeremy Tilton. Over the past couple weeks, I've been speaking with your children, Matt and Marty, to get a little bit more detail about the some of the recent issues you guys have been facing, some of the downtime concerns, and reducing some costs. So I know that they have the whole administrative back-end sort of perspective, but as the owner and with your background in trucking, I'd love to get your perspective on some of these big picture ideas that you've been facing since you built this company from the ground up.
So it's kind of a crazy climate right now. Business is just kind of flat, so we can't count on any additional revenue, so we're really watching our expenses and just trying to deliver the freight as cheaply as possible. But I'm glad you're here. I actually have 2 or 3 things that we need to go over and cover, if you don't mind, get into that.
Yeah, of course, I'd be happy to.
First of all, the retreading, we've had some retreading issues.
Mhm.
We buy retreads from several different vendors, but about 25-30% of them come from Love's, and that's 25-30% of our failures have been from Love's.
Okay.
Are you guys experiencing any issues with your quality concerns or anything like that?
So funny thing with that, we actually have one of the best, of course, retreading does have a bad name because they are associated with failures within the tires. But we do have a 100% guaranteed warranty on all of our retreading. As well as that, we do have a 5-step inspection process that has patented technology, x-rays, lasers, visual inspections, as long as on-site technicians that have been working with the industry and tires for countless years. So we do full damage check to make sure there's no hidden damages. And then from there, we use compounds specific to the specific tire to make sure that they have the best lifetime.
Okay, so you haven't had any spikes and failures or anything recently?
To the best of my knowledge, no. No, we haven't been dealing with any issues. I mean, of course, issues do concern, and that is where our warranty comes into play. But I am confident that our inspection process and all of that does cover for the majority of the failures.
Okay. Second thing, we don't really do it right now. We've looked into factoring some of our loads.
Yeah.
We've got some customers that are taking their time to pay us, and one of them we just signed a new contract that it's going to take a little longer to get our money.
Yeah, of course.
So that's something you guys are into?
Yeah,
You know a little about that?
So I was speaking with Marty just last week about some of the potential options. This is just some information about our factoring program. But Marty mentioned that you've been in contact with some banks to look for some possible loans or factoring that they could provide to you. But I'd like to tell you a little bit more about our factoring program. So we've been doing factoring for trucking businesses for 10 plus years, right? So we know the industry, and we can provide to you up from a 95 to 99% advance on all of your invoices. So as opposed to a bank where you might be on a call negotiating a contract for a month or two, and their interest rate's at 6 to 8%, we're very familiar with the business, and we know the businesses that you work with that we can trust to get our money, and we give that advance to you. So again, as you know, getting more cash flow in your pocket. The time value of money is more important than ever, and while contracts and stuff have been a little bit low, so getting that money in your pocket as soon as you can, instead of waiting those 45, 60, 90 days for the invoices to pay out, can help you bid more aggressively on your contracts, pay your truckers earlier, cover unexpected costs, and all that. Does that all sound?
It sounds good. You guys have a good reputation, so I'm sure you do a good job. But I wanted to get those out of the way. I've got another issue I need to talk to you about. We just had an incident in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Store number 604. Driver pulled into a Speedco because he had a low tire. And we were carrying it's probably one of the most expensive loads we've ever carried. It's aluminum 2024 for Textron Aviation. They make Cessna and Beechcraft aircraft. You ever heard of those?
I'm not familiar directly with that, but we work with all different kinds of things.
We had to qualify to get this load.
Okay.
Prove that we're certified to haul it. So we pulled in one of your locations to do a tire check because he was getting some squirm. And evidently there was an accident a little bit or something happened. I don't know the full details yet, but hang on one second. So this is a tough deal. Your team checked the tire. You had a loose valve cord and put the 4-way tool and left it on top of the tire. And as it's pulling out, it punctured the tire. So the tire failed and the load shifted. And we lost that entire load of aluminum. It's dumped all over the highway. They got it picked back up, and I just now got the bill for the damages of that.
Mhm.
It's in excess of $1 million because of a careless mistake.
Mhm.
So I got a million thoughts going through my mind right now.
Yeah,
Should I call my lawyer? Should I throw you out of here?
yeah.
Well, let me just ask you one question. What would you do if you were me?
Understandably, sir, I would be frustrated right now. I can't imagine what you're thinking right now. But you are speaking to the right person right now. I'm so sorry that you just heard that. I hope the driver is okay. To handle this, what I want to do right now or right after this meeting, I want to get you in contact with a personal representative that's on site, that can firstly, make any repairs fully charged to us for that truck. And then I would also like to extend, our deepest regrets for that mishap. And I would also like to extend you a free trial of our services for the replacement load for this
Free
contract.
trial of what?
For our preventative maintenance program,
Oh, I can't talk about maintenance right now. You understand what I just told you?
Yes.
We dumped $1 million worth of payload. And that's not to count, I can't get the load to the aircraft manufacturer now, so we're gonna have a huge penalty for that. I don't even know if we can replace that load.
yeah,
So I'm not worried about any maintenance, about anything else. What are we gonna do about this $1 million that's laying on the table? It's hanging over me. It would be the biggest catastrophe my company's ever faced.
yeah. So we do have an on-site team of 7,000 plus attorneys. It's called our TVC Pro Driver Program. I would like to get you in contact with, I would like to get them in contact with you as well. And we can work to see if there's any sort of,
Do they handle this or they work with drivers?
they work with the
I thought they just
administrative
did,
side
like,
as well.
Traffic tickets.
They handle from driving tickets to any to any sort of more bigger concerns that come up,
But that's
especially.
mainly for my drivers, right? This is not my driver's fault. This is your guy's fault.
Yes.
The tire failed at your location.
Right. Yes, I understand that, and honestly, I do apologize that happened,
I
and
appreciate the apology, but
of course,
I've got to do something with this. How long do you think all this is going to take? How soon can you get me an answer as to how you're going to respond to this? Because I've got my phone's blowing up right now. I've got other messages coming in. We didn't know it was going to be near this expensive.
yeah. So because that's our fault, again, I want to extend my deepest regrets for that. I would like to work. I would like to work with you to develop some numbers and a plan where we can sort of reimburse you with our services over that
So you're
time.
going to commit to reimbursing me $1 million plus?
So I can't. That's it's above my pay grade, honestly, for that level of reimbursement. I can definitely have that conversation, and we can work forward from there.
So who are you going to have a conversation with?
We can get in contact with Jeremy Tilton to speak more about some drastic measures that we could take for that. But regarding what we have talked about and some of the next best things to move forward with, like we mentioned, the factoring and getting these invoices back and getting that cash in your pocket, it's going to open up some more opportunities for you to gain revenue.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, of course.
If you just lost $1 million, would you be thinking about factoring right now?
Well, honestly, no, I wouldn't.
Okay,
But-
don't expect me to think about it. We need to address this $1 million. Nothing else matters until we figure out what we're gonna do with this. I wanna know what you got planned. Like, what is the next step? Like, minute by minute, what are you gonna do? What's gonna happen? How long do I have to wait before I hear an answer from someone?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get in contact with my team, our direct representatives over at that location 604. if it is proven that we are liable, like you said, it is apparent that we are, we would be able to reimburse you up to that full amount for the lost contract.
You're certain of that?
Again, I do want to clue in some of my bosses to this because I don't have the responsibilities or the purse of that matter to pay something like that. But I do want to put in my best word, and I do care a lot about our relationship, and I want to make sure that down the road something like this doesn't happen again, and we can, and if it does, of course, in the worst circumstances, that things are put in place to where we can replace that lost revenue and lost load.
So again, can you go over with who you're gonna call right now? Like, when are you gonna call them? Tonight or?
So directly after our meeting, I'm going to speak with my direct supervisor, Jeremy Tilton, and then from there we're going to shoot it up the ladder to corporate. I can assure you that I will personally see it that this is handled with the utmost urgency, and we're going to get in contact with our legal team and all that, and
Yeah, you're gonna need to, because my legal team's already calling me.
of course, yeah, no,
And my customer's already calling me saying, you don't wanna know what they're saying.
Yeah, no, but I do want to get you in contact with the people that do have the ability to ratify this situation and get our relationship back on track. Again, that is a critical failure on our part and our drivers. That isn't a representation of the majority of our technicians and such, and our rigorous processes that we take to ensure that all the trucks moving out have the correct Yeah.
And we've always got good service from Lowe's in the past, and that's why we do business with you. But really what defines a vendor is how you handle problems like this. That's what's gonna, everybody's a good vendor when everything goes right, but when things get bad, I need to know you're gonna respond to this. I can't think about anything else until we figure out what we're gonna do with this, because this is not something my company can absorb.
Of course.
Just don't have it.
Of course, yeah, I understand that. So like I said, I want to get in contact with some of my higher ups to where we can reach out to you and really work towards a plan to where we can get that truck replaced, and provide any trials of any services that could perhaps prevent something like this happening in the future.
Well, we certainly need to prevent it from happening in the future, but I need to know what we're gonna do about this right now. And I've got to let my customer know something today, like in a couple hours.
Definitely. No, I can assure you that I'm going to, right after this meeting, I'm going to get on the phone with my supervisor and such, and we're going to shoot it up the ladder, get this straight to headquarters in corporate to make sure they're getting in contact with you, and we should be able to work something out by the end of the day today.
Like, what does that mean? You'll get back to me, or we'll have a solution
We'll have a solution by the end of the day
by the end
today.
of the day?
Yes.
You're sure of that? It's pretty big.
I am.
Pretty big commitment.
I'll put my job on the line for this. I care about our relationship, and of course, things like this do happen, but we do have a set of preventative reactive measures that we can put in that we have for catastrophic failures like this that occur. So I want to get you in contact with that team and really work to either get you your money back or provide some additional solutions on top of that.
So you're pretty sure you can get hold of somebody today?
I'm very
Get back to
confident.
me.
I'm very confident that this will be on the desk of my higher ups within the hour.
What is your chain of command? You mentioned Jeremy. What happens after Jeremy?
Yes.
Jeremy can't make this decision, can he?
Yeah. So well, it goes sales rep and then regional sales, and then it goes up to corporate, and then from there it's the C-suite. So it would make its way up there,
Right.
especially for something like this.
All right. Well, we'll wait to hear back from you.
Of course, yeah. Again, you can be expecting another a call from me or one of my supervisors within the next half hour. I would say I'm going to give them a big update on everything that we've just spoken about, and then I'll see to it myself that this is worked out by the end of the day today.
So I'm getting information about the particulars of all this in an email form. Do I send it to you or somebody else I need to send it to? If I send it to you, can you handle it?
Yes, can you send me the details of the contents of the truck as well as the contract that you had with that company?
Yep.
All right, and I will forward that to my higher ups, and then we can work from there.
Okay. I'll wait to hear from you.
All right, sounds good. I really apologize if this has occurred, but like I said, I'm gonna see to it that this is rectified,
All right. We'll count on you.
of course,
Thank you.
of course.
This happens every day.
I believe it.
$1 million
I believe it.
catastrophe. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. You
Thank
can
you,
head
everybody.
down to the room. Okay. Rick, could you? She said they couldn't hear you.
You couldn't hear me?
That's what she said. So let
Just
me,
because I'm not facing the microphone.
yeah, you want to face the way you were and I will.
Can we
I'll
discuss?
Test it. Text. I'm gonna test it.
Is it still on?
It's on, yeah. So let me. Does somebody want to sit here like you were and
Was that
talk?
too nice?
Somebody want to sit here like you were and talk? Would somebody sit here and kind of play it live or play it? And let me test it.
Yeah, could you have been meaner? Absolutely. Should have thrown something out.
So, do you want to talk and see if they can hear?
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. You have $1 million check.
No, but I'm hoping. you
Mike
can give me
does.
one.
Call Mike.
I'll ask Mike for one.
Be like Mike.
Did you say, do I like Mike?
Be like
Oh,
Mike.
be like
Okay, I
Mike.
think that's a little
That's an
better.
80s commercial, so, you know, you
Yeah.
probably weren't even born yet.
Yeah, like a basketball player. I know what commercial you're talking about. And then he goes and makes a basket and he's like, be like Mike.
I don't like that, the first response is, I'm gonna call Jeremy.
Jeremy, no person. Jeremy. He was probably the one that let the tire fall off.
You hired him.
Are you ready?
Go ahead and pull the door.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Is that better?
I think so.
I'll try to.
Yeah.
Looking that way.
Right.
Yell more, I guess.
Come in.
Dale,
How you
just the man
doing?
I've been looking to see. Stetson Zollinger.
Bill Brown.
Great to meet you.
Have a seat, Stetson.
Yes, sir. I'm a fleet sales representative for Gloves. How's your day been so far?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too good, but not too bad.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm very, very grateful for your time today. I know you're a very busy man, and I'm very grateful that I get to be here with you. Here's my card, just so we can stay in touch from here on out. I've had some great conversations with Jeremy, your daughter Matea, as well as Marty, and I think we've got some really great things to discuss today.
They're good
Go ahead.
kids. Good kids. We're
Yeah.
having a good meeting with them.
They're great. You ought to be very proud. Now, you know, Jeremy told me that y'all been in business for 30 years now, and you're the founder, obviously. What is your secret to growing your business so much in that amount of time?
Just taking care of our customers, consistent business,
Mhm.
you know, those kind of common sense things. Well,
Consistency.
Stetson, I gotta interrupt your agenda here a little bit.
Yes,
Can I
sir.
ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe get a couple things out of the way. So we've done some retreading in the past. We've been having issues lately with some of our retreads failing on the road.
Okay.
We buy about 25% of our retreads from Love's, about 25-30% of the failures we have are Love's products. So have you guys seen
Okay.
any spikes in quality issues
Not,
lately or anything?
not that I'm aware of. Could you give me a little more information on, you know, what's going on?
Yeah, I
there?
mean, I got a report. We've had about 40 tires fail in the last 90 days or so.
Last 90 days,
which is
okay.
a highly unusual
It's
number.
highly unusual.
And a lot of those come from Love, so we just wanted to see if you've had any issues or problems. We can't find anything on our end.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of. Could I get the brands? What brands are y'all?
So we
running
use
tires?
Bandag and Michelin products also outside of the
Bandag.
Loves.
Okay. And Michelin. Okay, good to know. Yeah, that's definitely something I can look at. I'm not aware of any issues that we've been having so far, but I'm gonna check in on that with Jeremy and get with our Tucker guys and see what's going on there. See if we got some data on that.
Okay.
Would that be okay? with
Yeah,
it?
you can
Okay.
get
Is
back
that
to me on it.
okay? Perfect.
Just to move along, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm busy, I don't have a lot of time for a lot of stuff. I think you talked a little bit about factoring.
Yes, sir.
Before you mentioned factoring. I've looked at a local bank and got some interest rates, what the charge is for that. Tell me a little bit about your program and how the factoring works.
Yeah, so actually I have it open right here. So our factoring program, it's through Loves Financial. And when you factor with us, not only are we offer up to 99% cash within 24 hours on your, on the loads that you're factoring with us. We also add additional discounts to the ones we already give you on fuel. And when it comes to factoring with us, it's just like the rest of everything. We have it in-house. We're a one-stop shop. Now, does that? What
good.
questions do you have about our
So
factoring?
can we pick and choose which invoices we want to factor with you, or you have to do all or none, or?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we customize everything to each company that we work with.
Okay.
So with I'm your direct contact. We have also you'll have an assigned factoring account executive that will be on our team and will be directly managing each one of your loans.
Okay.
Is that still a concern for you?
Little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Yeah. Tell me more.
No, I mean,
Okay.
we just need I need to put some pencil and paper.
Okay.
See what we
Gotcha.
can come up with.
Yes, sir.
I
And
got
we-
another deal I need to jump right into. I
Okay.
don't have all the information yet. We had
Okay.
an incident in Guthrie, Oklahoma,
Mhm.
store 604.
Mhm.
Driver pulled in, we were hauling probably the most expensive payload that we've ever carried. The truck wasn't tracking right, he pulls in, the air pressure check. One of the technicians checked the air pressure, replaced the valve core, but he left the four-way tool in there and it caused the tire to fail, leaving the parking lot. So I don't have a lot of the details. Hang on a second.
Okay. Is that the store there that's calling you?
No, that's my
Okay.
people calling me.
Okay. Okay.
Even this, I got it.
You seem very upset.
It is. So this payload that we lost, this is high-tech aluminum for a
Okay.
company called Textron Aviation. They
Okay.
build Cessna and Beechcraft airplanes.
Okay.
You heard of those?
Yes, sir.
It's a big customer. We worked for a long time to get this customer to carry this payload to the manufacturing plant
Okay.
in Kansas. They lost the whole load when that tire went down. Trailer shifted, the load fell off. It's $1 million payload, $1 million in a lost load. Not to mention, we're not gonna get the load to the customer on time. We're gonna pay a huge penalty for that.
Yes, sir.
My mind's going crazy right now. I mean, my inclination is just get a lawyer, throw you out of here and go from there. I probably need to take a breath and so let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
If you were me, what would you do?
That's a great question right there.
Yeah.
First
Not a
off,
funny question, it's great.
if I said funny question, I apologize. I mean, that's a good question. Now, I would be extremely upset, as you are right now.
What would you do?
Well, I would definitely have probably some choice words for me right now, which I appreciate your patience and staying with me here. Now, I can't blame you for taking the legal route, wanting to go that way immediately. Now, yeah, that's I can understand where you're coming from there, and that I just want to first off apologize that has happened. I just want to let you know I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that from now on that's not going to happen. I'm going to get on the phone with that store. That manager is going to hear it from me. We're going to have an OSHA investigation and make sure that is
Yeah, and
sent
I
out to
appreciate
all
it, and I know you need.
our locations.
Might have any more in the future, but
Yes, sir. No,
all I
but-
think
but
about
today,
is this $1 million
Yes, sir.
right now, that's gonna kill my
Mil-
company, it'll wipe us out, we can't take that loss. I've got a couple more text messages already, the customers has heard about it, now want to know when's he gonna get his load,
yes, sir.
because he's gotta take care of his customers.
Yes, sir. Now, that's, we're in a pickle here. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, we are.
We are, yes, sir. I'm right here with you in that, because that is our technician. That was our fault. That should not have happened. And we have insurance, that will take care of that penalty for you. I'll get on the phone with our agent and make sure that, they're aware of the situation and we're gonna pay that fee for you.
So how's this gonna work? I mean, you're gonna guarantee you're gonna pay the fee?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whether
We
you
have,
get tied up in court and lawyers talking to lawyers and going back and forth.
we have insurance. We will handle that on our end. You won't have to worry about that. We're gonna take care of.
I don't have to worry about it, but I can't stop worrying about it.
Yes, sir.
It's $1 million.
It's $1 million. And you can't, not just $1 million, but the cost that has for you with
Right.
your client as well. And so I want to make sure that you know that I'm aware of that. It's not only, the monetary cost, but it's the reputation cost as well. And we're very aware of that, and we want to make sure we're taking care of you so that you can take care of your customers.
We've done business with Love's for a long time.
Yes,
We've never had this kind of problem.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's a good supplier when nothing goes wrong, but when things go wrong, that's what separates the good from the bad.
Yes, sir.
So how's this gonna work? My mind's going 1,000,000 miles an hour right now. Just tell me what
Okay.
is the next step?
Next steps. Yeah. So as soon as I leave here, I'm on the phones. I'm on the phone with, first off, that manager, getting the technician.
Yeah, that manager give me $1 million?
Not necessarily, but that's first steps is so I can get all the information on what happened.
Okay.
Next step after that is I'm getting on the phone with our insurance company, and we are going to file a claim and take care of that. You won't have to do anything with that. We will take care of that. Now, when it comes to after that, that's where I'd have to get back with Jeremy and get with our team and see how we can support you through this situation.
So what's Jeremy gonna do?
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to get with him, and he's got more experience than I do. He's been obviously you know him. He's been around for a long time, over 20 years now, and he's gonna have a better, more experienced answer than I will at this moment. And we'll get back with you.
You understand why I'm upset and concerned about all this,
Yes,
right?
sir.
You understand
Yes,
that
sir.
timing is very sensitive. So like, I've got
Yes,
to let
sir.
my customer know something within a couple hours.
Yes, sir.
They
I'm
they got an entire factory that may shut down because we can't get that load there. And
understood.
that's lots and lots of money.
Yes, sir. It is.
This is really disappointing,
Mhm.
that this happened.
Absolutely. Yeah, unacceptable on our technician's end. I can't imagine he's going to be working there much longer. And you said in the next 2 hours you need to have an
So
answer.
I gotta have something done, yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy's calendar isn't going to have anything on it in the next 2 hours besides this situation we're dealing with. Now, I understand, we've done some damage to not only your business, cash flow wise, but reputation wise. As of now, for our next steps, do you feel comfortable with what I have planned moving forward?
I have confidence that,
For now.
of what you said, yeah.
Yes, sir.
We'll see a couple hours from now what's
Yes, sir.
happening.
Okay.
If you're sure you can make something happen.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to be on the phones for the next, 15, 20 minutes after this, and we're going to get things right. Okay.
So how's this gonna work? You gonna come back with me, or am I gonna hear from your lawyer?
No, it'll be me and Jeremy and our team. We'll be handling everything, and if you'd like, I can come back in person so that we can be face to face.
Oh, I don't know where I'm gonna be. I might be on my way to
Okay.
Kansas to the aircraft factory.
Okay.
talk to them.
Yeah, and if we need, we can be flexible there. If it needs to be phone call, if it needs to be in person, we can make that happen.
So we need to communicate. I've got
Yes, sir.
information coming in, about the details of the load, cost, and.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I would love it if you could forward me that information so that I can take that to Jeremy as soon as you get it.
Does this happen at Love's very often?
No, sir. This is the first instance that I'm aware of where a customer has lost a load from a mishap by one of our technicians.
So where, I just, you're not as familiar with our company as Jeremy is, this kind of loss would wipe our company out. We can't afford that.
Yes, sir.
It's a big hit. And,
Yes, sir. That's why we're going to cover that monetary amount. That's that
you're
y'all
certain
are-
you can cover that.
Yes, sir. But our insurance
Making a
company.
big claim.
We have a very big policy. It's $100 million or more. So that $1 million load will be covered by that.
Well, it's outside of $1 million, it's all the fees and fines that we're gonna have for missing the load and taking care of the
Yeah.
factories.
Do you have a dollar amount that would?
I have no idea right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Could be
something-
another million or
Okay.
two.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never shut down a factory.
Yes, sir. That's well within the numbers we can take care of for you. So
All right.
does that make you feel a little bit better about the situation? I know emotions are high right now. It's fresh, but I want you to know that we are on your end.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
Like I said, everything's good. When
Yes, sir.
things are good.
Yes, sir.
Times like this is where you earn your stripes.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And show me what you can do.
And I'm very confident that we're going to be able to earn your trust even more than we have in the past over the last 20 years.
All right.
Perfect. Now, is it okay if we move on to what me and Marty and Mateo were discussing, or would you like to continue?
Well, let me ask you a question again.
Yeah.
If you just lost $1 million, would you want to talk about factoring?
Probably not. I'd probably be
I
more
don't
concerned
want
about
to.
other things. Okay.
I want to know that you're singularly focused on this like
That's
I
A-okay.
am.
Okay. Yeah, and that being the case, I think it's the urgency there. My time needs to be used more toward taking care of that before things, make sure we're taking care of business there. So if you'd like, we can go ahead and I'll go take care of that, and we can get back together, in the next couple hours, and we'll get Jeremy and make sure things are going well.
So you're going to commit to me that I will hear from you within the next couple hours?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Is that are we ready to move forward with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We need to move forward as quick
All right.
as we can.
Then yeah, I'll call you within the next 2 hours, and we will get that taken care of. And I'm confident that when I get with Jeremy and we get the information, that we'll be able to come in and take care of business there.
Okay, I've got info coming in.
Mhm.
I will forward that to you via email. And then just run it up your flagpole and get back to me as soon as you can. I've got to tell my
Absolutely.
customer something as soon as
Absolutely.
possible.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate your patience with us.
And I'm sorry you
it's-
had to be the one to come in and sit in that seat when this happens, but we need to get something done.
Yes, sir. And I'm glad that I can be the one to execute on fixing that problem for you.
All right,
So thank you, sir. I really appreciate your time. We're going to take care of you.
appreciate it.
Test. Test 1, 2. Test. Okay. Test 1. All right. Yep.
Okay, great.
Come in.
Dale,
Yes.
how are you doing today?
Not too bad.
Jacob,
Hi,
finally
Jacob.
nice to meet you.
Have a seat.
So, do you have any fun plans? Marty and Matthew told me a little bit about you, how you were working in high school doing for your trucking company. The work ethic, it reminds me a lot of my younger brother.
Yeah.
So, how are you?
Very busy. Got a lot
I
going
understand.
on.
I understand.
What you got for me today?
So
I got a couple
today-
things I want to cover.
Yeah, of course. So today, again, I appreciate your time for setting this up and coming and meeting with me. Are we still good for around 17 minutes?
We'll see here in about 2 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Well, the purpose originally was to actually talk a little bit about the pilot and their 1 cent offering and how we could bring value to you and Brown's Transportation. However, 5 minutes before this meeting, I actually found news from an associate of mine, Todd Wilson. He told me that at Guthrie 604 Speedco, there was an incident that happened with one of your trucks. He didn't share any details with me, but if you had any information on that.
I heard about that too, and I'm just getting information. My phone's blowing up, so I may have to take a text message or two.
Okay,
But
Yeah.
I don't know if Marty and Matea told you, I like to get right to the point. So I
yeah,
got a couple things if you could address while we're
course.
here. So lately we've had some problems with retreading.
Okay.
We like to retread our own casings. We use Love's, we use Bandag, we use Michelin. About 30% of them come from Love's, and we've had about 30% of the failures that we've had come from Love's. But recently we've had just some retread failures above normal.
Okay.
More than we've had in the past. I was just wondering if you guys have had any quality issues in your plants or
Yeah, I
or
can,
what's going on there.
other than just the retreading, so you've had pretty consistent issues with that going on
Yeah, they just kind of all started at once.
all at once?
Yeah.
Was this happen to do with any of the Speedco stuff by chance at the Guthrie location?
No.
No,
This
not,
has happened before that. It's just over the past 90 days or so, we've seen a spike in our retread failures.
okay.
I just
well-
want to know if you've noticed that in your plants or anything like that.
So I have not noticed any of that. I didn't know if you were aware, but Love's is actually one of the most inspected retreads in the industry.
Yeah.
I know retreads can be not looked at in a bright light and within the trucking industry. However, ours go through rigorous inspections, 5 steps actually. So we make sure that the retreading process gets inspected multiple times before we even put those on the truck. And we also offer a lot of opportunities. So if a retread had any problems, we offer complimentary, free patching or repairs to those retreads, just because if it fails, that is on us and we want to take care of that for you.
And I appreciate the warranty. You guys do a good job with
Right.
that, but when a truck's broke down on the side of the road, it's not making me any money.
Yeah, I completely get that on the side of the road.
Okay, so look into that if you would.
Yeah, 100%. I can look into that. Additionally, are you using the 24/7 truck care we offer by any chance?
In some cases, we are, yeah.
Okay.
Depends on where they break down.
Right, okay. With that truck that wasn't making any money, did you happen to,
Well, every truck that sits on the side of the road is not making any money. It's not
I
making money.
understand, but for that truck specifically, how much money per se were you losing just because of it sitting on the side of the road?
So my accountants tell me we make $200 an hour when we're rolling down the road. We lose $300 an hour when we're sitting.
Sounds, 300 to 200, is that correct?
That's a $500 spread from running down the
Yeah.
road versus sitting still.
Of course. And other than the $500 spread for side of the road, and then also that the retread skeptic. You're a little skeptical of our retreads.
Well, I'm not skeptical, just want to know if you've had any problems with it. Like I said, we've had problems with the other retread brands as well, just seeing if you've had anything.
Personally, we haven't had any problems. However, I know Pilot and the pricing was a pretty big issue that Marty and Matea actually brought up.
And fuel.
So yeah, Matea actually mentioned that it was the number one cost for you guys.
Mhm.
Is that still to seem to be the problem for you, or one of the
Well, any
Key
trucking
points.
fleet, the fuel's the most expensive. It's
Right.
the biggest cost item, so yeah, that's an issue.
They also mentioned you were a little skeptical that we wouldn't be able to provide value comparatively to Pilot and their ones.
Yeah, it's hard, I mean, you do these bundle deals, it's variable cost, so it's hard to nail down exactly how much you're gonna save.
Correct.
It looks good on a piece of paper, but you get in the real world, things change.
Yeah, I completely understand that. If you had a way to like sort of see overall what you were, if you were to commit to a gallon amount or even not commit to a gallon amount, but see your fuel performance and how much you're saving and spending, would that also be beneficial for you?
Yeah, probably, and I'd leave that kind of Marty and Matea to do all that stuff. I do have one more issue I wanna get to.
Of course, let me know.
And then we'll talk about that issue in Guthrie. Talk about factoring. We've never factored, but we've been looking at it lately because we've had some customers that are taking their time and not paying us. And it's just squeezing the cash flow a little bit. So
Right.
tell me a little bit about your factoring.
So for factoring, specifically at Lowe's, we only do with freight factoring. So it would be your long haul and also your local businesses just transporting back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have that, like you said, those companies that are taking a little while to do the paying of you, the contract, we would buy the contract from you for a discounted amount and then provide you with instant access to capital for you to use on fuel, repairs, pre-check inspections.
How fast is instant?
We could do it in the same day. You get us the contract, we'll buy it at a specific rate that we share with our clients, and then you would then use that, have access to that capital.
Okay. You typically have better rates than a bank?
So for a bank, we have pretty competitive rates. We are some of the lowest rates within the industry for factoring. Now going to a bank would be a different case. However, for factoring itself within the industry, we have some of the lowest rates.
Okay. So this incident in Guthrie, Oklahoma, I mean, all I know is we had, we just picked up a new contract with Textron Aviation. They build airplanes.
Right.
And it's a special load of aluminum. It's the highest price payload that we ever carried. He left here on his way to Topeka, Kansas, to their factory. He stopped into one of your locations, had a tire problem, something happened. I don't know. I'm still getting the details on it.
Right.
You said you heard something about it. You heard anything?
So like I said, when I came in, the original purpose was to take care of that pilot discrepancy, make
Yeah.
sure you were understanding how we
Yeah,
could bring
one
value.
second. Oh my gosh.
Is everything okay?
No, this load, we, evidently the tire, your technician checked the tire and he left a 4-way tool on the tire when my driver pulled out and the tire failed, which I knew that much. What I didn't know is that the trailer shifted and we lost the load.
Oh my goodness.
This is highly sensitive aluminum that they build airplanes with. If it's got a little ding, it's no good, but the whole load dumped out to the road. I just got the damage report. It's over $1 million.
Oh my goodness. 1 minute.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
sorry. That's,
my mind's blown right now, and I'm still getting reports in.
yeah, I didn't come in with any details, and just to hear that coming from you personally, I apologize on behalf of Loves. That's horrible to hear. Here's my business card. I know you have my contact information, but just in case you ever lose it, I'll give you my personal guarantee.
Yeah, so I got like a million things going through my mind, $1 million.
Of course.
I'm trying to think how to handle this without losing my cool. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
If you were me, what would you do?
I'm not too sure. I mean, of course, we want to earn your business and make things right and provide value for both Browns and help support you within your expansion and all the business that you're doing right now, along with providing ourselves with value and being
I'm not
mutually
talking about
beneficial.
expansion, but I'm like singularly focused right now on this $1 million. How do I handle that? Should I get a lawyer? Kick you out? What do we do? What's the next step?
The
I need
next
some
step,
help with this.
I'll need to talk to my management and the higher ups about the situation with this being so high profile with how Textron Aviation and the sensitive material that was on that load. I'd have to go and look in that, but I give you my personal guarantee that I will go and see to it that it gets done and that the people who were responsible for this will be held accountable for what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, you can fire somebody or whatever, it's not gonna help my situation. So this $1 million,
What needs to be done to earn your business? How can we make this right at Love's?
don't worry about the business, we just need to worry about taking care of this. So
Right.
I'm really worried about my customer right now. I've got a
course.
commitment to them. I'm probably gonna be on one of the planes they built to go to Topeka, Kansas, to go to the factory and talk to their plant manager. We're actually talking about shutting a plant down now. You shut down a manufacturing plant because of us, we have a huge liability there. That'd wipe my trucking company out.
Right. Can you tell me a little bit more about how that looks?
How does it look?
Well, the process of shutting the plant down and
Well, when they don't have materials, you know how a manufacturing plant works, right? They bring raw
Right.
materials in, you build a product and you ship it out.
of
If
course,
material stops coming in, they can't
course.
build.
of
They've
course.
got plane orders sitting out and they're counting on this load coming in.
I think that the best that we could do here is probably talk to attorneys about this because, of course, $1 million. I understand that the Speedco incident for the tire failure is on us, but the loss of the load, I don't know necessarily how to handle that personally.
What is an attorney gonna do for us?
If the load, you said it was very sensitive material, correct?
Yeah, aluminum, $5 aluminum.
I'm not sure how would that be able to be recouped or
I
refurbished.
don't know, what we've got is, we've got a hell of an expense that somebody's gotta cover. And I can tell you right now, my company we can't cover this. I don't even know if I'm insured for this. This is something crazy. I've never had it happen before.
I understand. I don't think that we're gonna be able to pay that cost or that expense upfront at Love's, candidly speaking. However, I want to make sure that we can provide you with service and value and make things right. And I just need to know a little bit about what that would look like, the ideal situation for you.
The ideal situation would be when I know I'm gonna get covered for this loss, plus any losses occurred from fines at the factory. And then I've got to start rebuilding my business with them and catch them back as a customer. I don't know if they're gonna trust us anymore after this.
I completely understand. It's not a good situation on either side, but building that relationship back, we've been with you guys for plenty of years and we would like it to stay that way.
You've always done a good job, but
Yeah.
everybody, frankly, Jacob, everybody's a good supplier when things are good. When
Right.
things are bad, that's what separates the good from the wannabes.
I understand. And like I said, I'm gonna personally see to it that we get this taken care of. However, with how fresh this situation is and the details unfolding, this would probably be something that we would have to have a continued conversation about.
I get it. I just need to know that once, whatever's happening right now, we need to get it in place. I've got to let my customers know something within a couple hours, and I'll probably got to be on a plane right after that to get up there and see them.
Yeah, I completely understand. And I will look into this immediately after. I'll get right on the phone with my superiors right as the meeting's over to take care of this problem because at Love's, we don't want you to be in this situation either because we feel responsible as well.
Yeah, this is crazy. You guys ever had this happen before?
No, sir, we have not to this level. The aluminum load, that's unlikely. That's a one-time thing that we've ever seen, but we have had technicians. You guys had a Speedco incident where there was a little bit of a delay, and we typically go and personally take care of it. But with this, how high profile and how much money is being lost, I have not personally heard of a situation like that.
Okay, what's the next step? What's gonna happen now?
The next step, I think, would be to figure out where we're gonna go from here with having this conversation. Like I said, how fresh it is, we're gonna have to figure out who do we need to talk to for this. I understand we're gonna correspond with you, but like I said, it's above my pay grade to handle and make those commitments at Love's. But I would need to go back and talk to my superiors about how we can handle that loss that you incurred.
Okay, you know what, you got like an outline of the procedure or?
Not on me, I do not have an outline of a procedure. However, with our contracts, we will take care of losses that may incur due to that.
So I'm getting a lot of information, details coming in about the load and the loss and particulars. Who do I send that to?
You can send it to Jeremy Tilton. He is my supervisor currently. He will help me personally take care of this for you. So we'll go back and we'll look at this and look into everything for you.
You know if Jeremy's even available right now to travel to?
He may not be available at the current moment, but I will get him as soon as he's available.
All right. You have it, get your card, and I send it to you?
You can send it to me just as well, and I'll forward it to Jeremy and I'll take care of it and we'll make sure that we can get this all taken care of.
Okay, I just want to stress to you again, this will absolutely wipe my company out.
I completely
We can't
understand.
absorb this. We've never had anything like this happen before.
We will figure something out to where we can help you with absorbing that cost in some manner, maybe supplying you.
I don't need help absorb, I don't want to absorb the cost.
I understand. We'll figure a solution out, but with how fresh the situation is, I don't have a solution for you currently in the moment, but we will have a solution where it's beneficial for both you and Love's.
Okay, so when you leave here, you're gonna call somebody, then when
I'll
will I hear back from you?
make phone calls and I'll take care of everything for both you and for Love's, and we'll see what the next steps are. I'm sure we're gonna have to meet again and discuss the standing of our relationship. I'm sorry that this all happened. We don't want to lose your business, so we'll do anything it takes to make sure that you're still a client of ours.
All right, we count on you.
Are you available next week at Wednesday to continue talking about it?
I have no idea where I'm gonna be. I may be up there in Kansas trying to patch back a relationship with a customer that we lost.
How about I'll get Jeremy and we'll go meet you with you in Kansas to the customer. How does that sound?
I don't know if they're gonna want you there right now.
I understand. If you just let me know and we can figure that out then.
All right,
Well, I'm sorry to hear that this happened and we'll take care of it.
all right, appreciate it. Counting on you.
10 seconds left. To your day and thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oops. Oops. Gotta turn that off. Come in.
Hello,
Hi there.
how are you doing today?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Audrey Heath, Loves Fleet Sales.
Audrey Dale Brown.
Yes, sir.
Have a seat right here.
Right here already. Okay, well, you know, it's beautiful, beautiful day outside. Do you really enjoy the hot weather?
Oh,
You're not too sure about it?
as I get old, weather's not one of my favorite things to talk about.
I completely understand. Yeah, I know your headquarters are in Ardmore, Oklahoma, also in Ardmore's Lake Murray. I was actually going to go down there sometime this weekend. Do you have any must-stop dinner reservations that I should stop and see?
No, I don't.
Not really?
I can't think of any place.
Alrighty, you know what? Figured
Right
I'd
off the
ask.
bat.
I'll figure it out. Okay, so I know that we have 17 minutes together today, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, I set a timer over here just to respect your time. I know you're a busy guy. Thank you so much for squeezing me in. My goal for this meeting is to look at a whole approach to find out how to get you the most ROI overall, not just because of fuel.
Okay.
My agenda for this meeting is that we're going to go over some problems that have been brought to my attention, as well as your goals and your current situation for this year, and then see how Loves can properly benefit you the best. Do you want to add anything to that?
I do actually, and as you've talked to Marty and Matthew, I like to get right to the point.
Yes, sir.
I got a couple things I want to go over, and then
Yes,
I've got
sir.
one that issues is still kind of pending that we might need to talk about. We've been having an issue with retreads
Yes,
on
sir.
some of our trucks over the road. Unexpected failures in or out. We buy from several vendors. We buy a lot from Love's. We use Bandag. We use Michelin as well. About 30% of the tires that we've seen, we had a spike in failures, and a good bit of them are coming from Love's. I was
Yes,
just
sir.
wondering, have you guys experienced anything in your plants? Have you made a change or something? Is this something unique to us, or are you seeing it everywhere, these failures that we're having?
Yes, sir. You know, thank you so much for bringing that up. You are mentioning failures with retreads, and it's happening, would you say past 6 months? How long has this been going on?
Past 90 days,
Past 90 days? Okay. And all of them are from Loves?
about 30% are from Love's.
About
We're
30.
having failures in all of them. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Mhm.
But just have you seen anything in your retreads?
Yes, sir. No, I honestly haven't heard anything else from anyone. Our retread process is very rigorous. They go through a hardcore 5-step process. It blows my mind that that's happening. I can get into a specific shop. Where are you getting your retreads from?
Different locations. We buy them on the road, so I assume all your retreads are
Already.
similar product and same process, right?
Yes, sir. Alrighty, so you know what? I will find these locations that you're stopping at,
Okay.
and I will go in and do an assessment and figure out what is happening. That should not be happening. Loves holds ourselves to a higher standard than that, and I'm so sorry. Is there anything else that you have questions or concerns about?
Yeah, so some of our customers are dragging their feet paying us now, so we've been looking at doing some factoring, financing our invoices. And we've been talking to a bank, I understand you guys have a very aggressive factoring program.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, sir, of course. We specialize in freight factoring. It's been going around for about 10 years now. And instead of getting your guys paid, I know that typically it's 60 to 90 days. We buy that invoice from you. We pay you in a matter of a day. So it's either day of or day after.
Okay.
Would that be something that you're interested in talking about later
Yeah,
on
that would
today?
certainly help the cash flow. What do you charge me to do that? What's the rate?
I don't exactly have numbers with me today. Is there any way that I could get back with you about numbers?
Yeah, we were talking about this 1 cent fuel advantage that Pilot has. I was hoping we could. do
Yes, sir.
something with
Figure that out. Yes, sir. I'm happy to figure that out for you.
I've got another issue that's popping up. I keep getting texts about it. I'm learning on the fly. I guess in Guthrie, Oklahoma, we had an incident where, so we just signed a new customer, very big customer for us. It's a very big deal. Textron Aviation. They build Cessna and Beechcraft airplanes. And so we're hauling a load of aluminum 2024. It's very expensive, very high dollar product. We have a trailer load of it, And I had a driver, he said the truck wasn't tracking right. So he pulled in to get the air pressure checked at a Speedco location. They replaced the valve core. They left the tool on the tire. When he pulled out, I guess the tire blew out or something like that. Have you heard anything about it? I'm still getting information coming in. You know anything about that?
Yes, sir. I actually got a call right before I came in today. He told me that there was an incident in Guthrie, but I have no details on it. So these details coming from you are great.
Let me see here. Oh, wow. So evidently, not only did the tire fail, the trailer shifted, the load fell off the trailer. This was very, very high dollar aluminum, in excess of $1 million.
Yes, sir.
$1 million
Yes, sir.
that's lost and gone. Nobody was hurt, but, I mean, this was a mistake,
Yes, sir.
careless mistake. It cost us $1 million payload that I've got to get to Topeka, Kansas, and if we don't get it there on time, they're gonna have to shut the factory down.
Mhm.
I don't know what to do from here. I've never had this happen. I've got a million things going through my mind, probably not good. I don't know if I need to call a lawyer. I want to ask you a question. This is your company. What would you do if you were me?
If I were you, I would
How would you handle
expect,
this?
I would 100% expect a reimbursement, as well as, if it were me, I would definitely make it very stern that I would expect a reimbursement, especially because you have an offer from Pilot that's better. So not only do you need to be reimbursed for this problem that just happened, but also you need better options from us to continue your partnership.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about the deal with Pilot.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm singularly focused on this $1 million that's gonna destroy my company.
Yes, sir.
We can't recoup this.
Yes, sir.
And not only that, I'm gonna face a huge penalty because I can't get the load to Kansas to that factory.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna come back at me hard. I'm already getting stuff from them, from my attorneys. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to fly out there and meet with them. How do we handle this? What are you gonna do?
You know, I would like to, I don't know how much third I have whenever it comes to reimbursing you with that 1 million. It's very important. It's very important that you have your deals and your schedules on time. I completely understand that. At Love's, we see how it goes. You as a driver, I've seen that before whenever you started out. Have you had issues like this in
I've
handling
never
the
had
past?
anything like this.
Already.
In excess of $1 million.
Yes, sir. And that is an insane amount of money. I would love to see what I could do for you, possibly when it comes to paying that invoice out that you were going to get paid for them and pay you in full.
Invoice that I was gonna pay to them.
That they were going to pay you for trucking this load. Is there any way that we could pay you that invoice that you would possibly lose?
Well, I would hope so. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm sure my attorney's gonna get involved with it, but I just need to know what's gonna happen in this process. Somebody's gonna need to go investigate that.
Yes.
Who all do we need to get involved that's not involved right now?
We're going to go in at specifically the Guthrie location. I'll also bring in my higher up. I'll bring in Jeremy as well to see what the best option is for this, sir. I am incredibly sorry. This is.
So how long is this gonna take? They're blowing me up right now. I'm probably gonna have to be on a private plane to go to Topeka, Kansas to talk to the factory like tonight before this is all over with. And then I've got to try to rebuild our business. But I need to know, I mean, my company can't survive this.
Yes, sir.
It's $1 million.
Yes, sir. I understand.
It's out of the blue. So do you have any idea or thought about the time frame that long this might take?
You know what? How about I step out? I'll give a call to my supervisor and I'll get back to you.
That'd be great.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Okay. Alrighty, so for my higher ups, this is what we decided to do, okay? We're going to talk about reimbursing your 100 mil that you just lost because of how expensive that load
It's
is.
not 100 mil yet.
1 mil. Oh my goodness, I hope it's not a
If
100
you had a
mil.
mill, we'll take it.
We can't do that one. We're gonna talk about giving you back that 100 mil that you just lost, okay? We're also going to fix the truck damage that happened. We're gonna fix it all free, okay? Nothing to you. I would also like to extend to you 6 months of free truck maintenance as well through the Speedco, different Speedco locations, once we get that figured out. If we can get this figured out, would that be something that you could possibly be interested in?
So I'm not, I want to ask you a question. If you just lost $1 million, would you be worried about truck maintenance right now?
No, sir, I'm not.
Okay, I'm not either.
Okay.
Let's focus on this. We can talk about that after if we get this settled up. But I just need to know. So when you call, I appreciate you stepping up. What kind of feedback did you get? Give me an idea of the time frame because I've got to tell some people what's going on.
By end of the meeting, I plan on getting you that money back by end of the meeting and figure out what we could do.
Get our money back by the end of this meeting?
Possibly, yes, sir.
How are you gonna do that? That's pretty quick.
We'll figure it out.
All right, I'm still not sure how that's gonna happen. It'd be great if it did. So what about, this is gonna be a little more than $1 million by the time I get the fees from the factory. How do we go about adding that up? And I've got a lot of information coming in. Who do you want me to send that to? And what are you gonna need from us?
Yes, sir. I'd be happy if you would send it to me and my higher up. I'll add his. Definitely send it to us. I'm happy to look into it and get that back to you once we get numbers figured out.
Okay. Has this ever happened for you guys before? That's pretty quick to get this money back. This never happened before.
Yes, sir. And it might be some really high expectations, but as I said, Loves holds ourselves to a very high standard. And I want to be able to get this figured out as soon as possible. I understand that you're really worried about your company. We want to make sure that you're still up and running for over the 30 years that you've already been going.
Okay.
Are there any other problems that I could possibly help you with and challenges?
No, like I said, I can't even think about anything else except this $1 million. It's very, I want to emphasize again, very important for us, our company.
Yes, sir.
We're just a small company, and that's not something we can absorb.
Yes, sir.
And now I've got to think about getting on a plane when talking to my
Yes, sir.
customer.
Okay. Can
Sitting
you also,
across from them like you are right now and explaining that, hey, we let you down, we're gonna have to take care of it.
can you also send me your plane information, and how much that a round trip is as well with that email that you're gonna follow up with?
I'll do it. I'll
Okay.
send you all the information
Okay.
of all the costs we're incurring.
Okay. I'm incredibly sorry. This should not have happened. If we could get this figured out, would you be willing to continue partnership with
I
us?
can't even think about that right now.
Okay.
You have to understand $1 million. I just lost $1 million.
Yes, sir.
I'm not thinking about anything else but that.
I understand.
You know, that's like living good. I'm thinking about surviving right now.
Mhm.
That's the kind of mode we're in. So what's the next step? What are we waiting for?
I would love to, let's do a follow-up meeting to speak about how it went down whenever you get back from your plane. Do you know possibly when you would be flying back in?
I don't even know how long I'm gonna be there, what's gonna be involved.
Okay.
What are we gonna have to do?
Well, will you allow me to pencil up a meeting, let's say Tuesday at 10?
It's probably a little premature, but you want
Yes,
to go
sir.
ahead and pencil it in, we can. I'm sure
Okay.
we're gonna be communicating on via phone.
Yes, sir, we sure will.
A lot.
Mhm.
So you want me to send, I'm getting a lot of information coming in. You said send that to you and
Yes, sir, and Jeremy as well.
Jeremy?
Mhm.
And then, how long is this gonna take to get back to me? That's time is sensitive.
I understand, depending on, once we get all those numbers figured out, as soon as you get those to us, we'll have a really quick turnaround.
All right, well, we've done business with Love's for a long time. Everybody's a good supplier when things are good,
Yes, sir.
but when things are bad, it happens, separates the good from the wannabes.
Yes,
right?
sir, I understand.
So we're, counting on you. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Again, I am incredibly sorry. I'm really hoping that we can get this figured out and we can continue our partnership for so long.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you so much for meeting with me. I hope to see you Tuesday. I'll send a follow-up as well.
Mike,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
All right.
Am I
Thanks.
good? So
Yep, you're good.
You're good, thank you.
So I actually have to contact him.
All right, for those of you watching the stream, we're going to end the stream now. Those are our 4 competitors. The judges will confer, and we will have results of the finals in just a few minutes. Thanks. All right, we're going to shut down the feed.